Guys, I need you guys to check your volume levels and shit. In the meantime, I'll forward this out to the Discord server, so everyone starts talking. Well,
I'm waiting till it pops up on my feed.
Well, we should be on the air right now.
Hey,
okay,
give me a sec.
Hello.
Greetings. Figured I'd be early.
Okay, there we go. You guys
okay, I hear myself. I think I'm going to lower the volume just a little bit in the in-game.
Voice test here.
Is my voice too loud? I wouldn't know.
Control speaker, headphone volume. Oh, wow. Can't control basic sound effects here. What the friggin' fuck?
You sound
good.
10 out of 10. Hey, Tom, how's it going? Just so you know, just in case Al and David stumble onto the stream, this is not the 10th anniversary stream that I plan to do tomorrow. Hopefully I can get it out tomorrow. I thought just in case some hiccup happens, I'll at least have a video out for this week, so... There's the stream for the guys.
Yeah, it is tomorrow, that's the big one.
I'm gonna check to see if it got whore down on YouTube. I mean, not YouTube, Twitter. I'm a tweeter. I'm a Twitter.
On the Twitter?
Oh, yep.
My phone.
Yeah, that's your phone.
Okay.
Anyways, Windsor, since you're,
Alright, real, I will.
Windsor, since you are the one who brought this news to my attention, let's open up with your story.
Oh no. What's...
God damn it.
You know, your phone's correct. That's exactly how I feel.
That's me right now.
That's fine.
Okay.
So what?
Okay, so now I'm back in my actual mic. Today, we need to talk about hacks.
Oh,
shit.
Hacks.
We're opening this can of worms now.
Yes, we gotta start. Specifically, Riot Games, the makers of that game that I don't play, League of Legends.
League of Legends.
They're the ones that make League of Legends?
Riot Games.
So, they had a workshop of hacks to teach people, like, about developing video games and getting more people in the industry. But it was limited to only women and non-binary people.
Yeah, because that's how you really do it, right?
No boys allowed at our panels. Get out of here, you people who are not...
Wait, so they literally segregated a panel?
Yeah.
Yes. To fight sexism, we are promoting sexism.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
It's brilliant, isn't it? It's brilliant, isn't it? It's so fucking fire.
Well, you know, I guess the 1960s really weren't over.
How's it going, Matt Wheaton?
Yeah.
Hey,
yeah, you're right.
So,
we're so oppressed, I tell you what.
It is pretty great. I'm reading their little, like, billboard thing they have in front of the panel. This room supports women plus non-binary folks who are interested in getting into gaming professionally. Please feel free to stop by. What it doesn't say is no boys allowed under, because that's how the entire thing works. Now,
no, it's written in microscopic letters.
Pretty much.
Even though it's transparent of what they're really all about.
Now, as you can assume, like, they're already, like, going on Twitter and doubling down on all of this stuff, right? Like you have one of the people here, the system designer, Daniel L. Zine. The most commonly thrown around arguments are that this is being sexist against men, just like racism. That you can't fix a problem by doing the opposite of what that problem is. Cool, that's all.
Yeah. So let's do the same of what that problem is. That's always worked, right?
Wait, what's his response?
Just cool? Racism. Yeah. Exists in intersection of bigotry and power dynamics. Racism is isn't just being called the N-word. It's that no one caring when you protest, plus not being given a loan to a white person would have gotten, plus being shot by the police. This has nothing to do with video games.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with video games.
Oh wait, here we go. Men are ridiculously
BLM.
overrepresented in gaming. They're listened to when women are ignored, promoted when women are passed over, lauded for speaking out when women are called difficult to work with.
Well, I mean, look. Don't complain to me. That's from a female CEO. She has
female
that
CEO
as well.
said that.
Yeah. She says she purposely doesn't hire them because of the fact that, because for her, every time that she does, they do the least amount of work. They don't really take their job that seriously or as seriously as she requires them. That's the reason why she said she always got males to go ahead and do it, because they're the ones that stay in for overtime. They're the ones that take the job seriously at her company. That's what she said had happened. And it sucks. There's a really interesting thing about that, and I don't want to like focus on this, in the workplace and stuff, but there's a thing that Best Buy does, and there's a reason why I'm glad I work there, or worked there for as long as I have, because one of the things that they did was that they had all the best people, within the company, and they were all in this big room going through like all the stuff and promotional things, and they talked about relations between women and so forth. And they said, now people are talking, mentioning to us about the wage gap and so on and so forth. So here we managed to figure out a way to like properly explain that. I want every single person that has asked, if you've ever asked for raise your hand. No women raised their hands, only men. How many women, okay, they did it again, they said that how many women have actually asked for a raise, but only raised their hands? Little to none. They said, okay, men, how many of you have asked for a raise?
Oh my god!
About 90% of them raised their
Speaking
hands.
of men, what I
I
did to that guy's balls was unforgivable. Just watch.
Nice.
I can't even see it right now, but okay.
But yeah, that picture I linked.
No, that's really dumb, because there's no logic to that besides you're just being exactly what you claim you're not.
Yeah, I just find it funny that the person that said this tweet is most likely a woman. I just wanted to emphasize that this is a welcome change, but ignore that sexism doesn't go both ways. It's ignorant in itself. I apologize if I do trigger people, but I believe opportunity for those that don't get a chance should happen. Women, non-binary, and men, everyone. Actual guy that works at Riot. Fuck off and see me somewhere else.
What the hell is this?
What is this autism?
I don't know, but this will bite them in the
They're going to have to get rating. Does that mean we're finally at a point where League of Legends is going to die? Probably not, but
I think it's time for a new ESRB rating B for binary.
I thought it was W for woke.
Or E, yeah, that's better. I was gonna say E for everyone, but that's already taken.
There's like a woke gauge for games and such like that.
Yeah. So they shouldn't. So I'll know exactly what game's not the fucking time.
Yeah, I don't get this mentality. I really don't understand it.
I don't get it either.
I find it funny that
I think
when I was in game design, I didn't bother going to their little talk thing, because part of me was just like, I don't like League, and
League has ruined my friends' lives.
Could never get into it.
Or are you a man of justice against League? Are you on a crusade?
I mean, you know me, I'm not a fan of keyboard, but
yeah.
You're not a keyboard warrior. Yeah.
I'm not a keyboard warrior. I have to use a controller and everything on it. It is my unfortunate character. But
I'm not exactly like a keyboard warrior, but
keyboard warrior is just an ironic term for like
this. Hold on a sec. Do you play Melty Blood on keyboard, Art?
No, why?
Then you're not a keyboard warrior.
Do you know someone that does?
Yeah. Go to dude. They were at fucking anime. There was a bunch of keyboard warriors over at the fucking Melty Boy tournaments.
Funny about this.
Fighting game on keyboard is Darkscream.
But yeah, no, I've never understood this. And when it comes down to it, I think I mean everyone's gonna vote with their wallet with this.
And they're gonna vote fuck you. We're not dealing with this.
Yeah. No, I think that's the whole thing. And watch one of them also mention Gamergate. I can't wait for that.
Yeah, okay. It's gonna happen. Gamergate's
either that or journos that do like, oh, this is all things to game.
It's such a same. It's the same fucking song and dance. How many times have we have to hear this? How many times are they going to keep doing this? How many times are they going to go fucking broke? Because talking down to your audience, what makes them think that's appropriate behavior to fucking do? That's the part that gets me.
Oh, you see.
Why are you a cunt? That's all I have to add. Why are you an asshole? It's like, even if you're not wrong, you're still an asshole.
Well, let me say this. There's every time it's I see this behavior with a lot of people, which is they usually started off as massive, shitty people and so on and so forth, that they make their choices, and they realize that they're shitty people. So what they want to do, Jim's talked about this as well. What they want to do then is, I want to be a good person and a better example of myself. So then what they do is that they go around and they have fucking bully's remorse, and they themselves begin to act like even more of a monster or just as equal to everyone around them. That's what happens, and it happens every time. And,
yeah,
it's very much this. How many of those people are actually used to be really shitty people in high school? How many of those people have done terrible things that they will probably never want to say when you talk to them in a bar sober? How many of these people are? Yeah, and I believe that it's full of these people is the problem. I think that's the reason why they get to this point. Because what they're doing is that they're just trying to advertise themselves, saying that they are this so they can get more money. And it's really
they want
dumb
to relive their childhood.
Because no matter, because no matter, there's a reason why you get woke or broke is a thing. Because no matter what you do, no matter what you say, no matter what you try to convince, you will not make money off of this. There is no profit in treating people like shit. Exactly.
Or
and on top
promoting the diversity quota thing. It's just like, I don't care what race or color anybody is that makes the game. Just make the fucking game. Really do not care.
I don't care if it's cast of all whites, all Mexicans, all blacks. If the game is good, the game is good.
Diversity quotas have always been a thing. Like,
they have, but now they're
but now it's like, I don't think like it's being pushed more. I think it's just people are just being way too brazen about it.
You're saying that they're trying to make us be more focused on it.
They're in your face with it, is what he's trying to say.
Yeah.
I've seen jackasses, like I talked about this jackass when I was with you guys last night. But this dude would talk about, look at all these female characters in these fancy animes with these scantily clad clothes, but my characters actually wear practical armor.
Yeah, how exciting was his character designs by all means? How exciting were they?
I don't know, but on a scale of 1 to 10... Did he ever
take into consideration how much of badass you would have to be to not wear that much armor but still do that much damage?
Hey, did you remember...
what do you think?
Remember when you asked me if he had autism last night, and I said, I hope so?
It would explain a lot, I bet, huh?
Oh, did you ask?
You asked that question. I said, I hope so.
No. You said no. I thought you had something to end there with. Yeah,
it's just that
you didn't say it. You said it. Your friend.
That was funny. You know what? Turn out that you did. Oh wow, I learned something new today.
Hey guys, I'm the physical representation.
So, Chad, whoever's still listening to this rambling, how is everyone doing?
You see, I just took a big dump in the morning, and it felt painful. I should probably go see a doctor. No.
What are you doing right now?
Maybe.
M14?
Nothing. What are you, my mom? Go away. It's not your thing. Go away.
Great, I'm just helping these fucking hopeless fools get a job. Oh,
yeah,
time to do new things.
That's like something that would happen in Shenmue.
Because this is Yakuza. This is a game about tough criminals and going to war with the fucking Tojo clan.
It's basically Shenmue if you
Yeah, but you're helping a guy get a job.
I'm helping
that sounds
three
like
people.
A thing you would see in Shenmue.
I'm helping 3 people get a job. And this is gonna be fun.
You're right, in Shenmue it'd be 5.
Should be set in the hood with a black dude as the main character.
Nothing you could say is gonna get me to change my mind about that game.
The game would end with a job application. The game would end with a job application. So.
Let's see.
So, the first 5
it's
minutes.
Nice to meet you. All right.
You know, there's I think what's interestingly enough though is the fact of the matter that no one's actually made money off of doing anything like that. Like that's the thing. That's what has me like have faith in the gaming industry is that people aren't making money off of doing that kind of thing. And every time they try to do shady shit like that, it ends up with people basically, you know, being angry and yelling, which the gaming community is very good at doing.
Demon says you're back.
Yeah,
I am. Am I back?
Yeah, because you were gone for
boys
like
are
the
back.
last 3.
Oh yeah, I was gone for a while. Yeah.
Now you got that song in my head.
Okay, this is pretty easy so far. Anyways.
Respect gamers.
Anyways.
But
let's
yeah,
move
like,
on to the second.
Oh,
okay.
Like I'll just close out on this, and it's basically, you know, it's a good thing that people do put their foot down and say, hey, I don't have to give you my money. I don't have to put up with this because really, all they care about is the video games.
Which is funny because 10 years ago, video gamers were terrible at protesting. Remember Call of Duty? We were talking about the Black Ops 3 blackout thing while watching Rob's video on it.
Yeah, that didn't work 6 or 7 years ago. Why would it work now?
It wasn't going to work. I mean, any kind of actual protesting with gamers usually ends up in failure.
Oh my God! Hold on. Speaking Silent Rob, what Vmon said. What Vmon said, because he is kind of related to him because he likes to talk shit about this guy, but apparently Alpha Omega Sin is bribing people to give him Patreon money so he can make videos on YouTube again. That's bullshit. Really?
So how's he going to make any money if he never makes any content? Which is the reason why. Oh my God, he's so stupid.
Wait, what? What the fuck? I don't have a flashlight.
Alright.
I don't know. I don't.
Is he trying to flip the table instead of get woke, go broke? It's go.
He's telling me how to play Monster Hunter in Final Fantasy 14.
Unfortunately, I need
really hard until he falls.
Unfortunately, I need to know how to play Final Fantasy 14 in order to fight the Behemoth in Monster Hunter, because they literally set it up that way, and it kind of ticks me off.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they did. It's really great. You should play 14.
Yeah, I told him about that before the stream started. I'm like, you need to try it. He's like, I don't think I should be that dedicated. I'm like, you don't have to be. Darkscream, you really don't. It's one of those games where you play it like once a week.
He can be playing with the big boys now. Right now.
Well, look at the adjective. Play. God damn it, Kevin Nash.
Yeah, Silent Rob did that in that video I linked yesterday about that.
See, I can rip
Alpha
off
Omega Sin. Oh, Matt Wheaton. Alpha Omega Sin? More like Beta Sigma cunt. Oh my God, that should be the name of the parent character.
Yeah, Beta Sigma cunt.
Hey, Beta Sigma cunt.
Hey.
I'm not even paying attention to this interview. I'm still making all the right decisions.
How about Beta Sigma cuck?
Hey.
By the way, just on a soft mention, Art. Yeah, my friend's like probably gonna be like level fucking 45 by the end of the night.
By the end of the night?
Oh yeah.
I used to be in real estate.
What cocaine did he get a hold of? Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
Hey dude, he thinks you're on cocaine.
Yeah, I do.
Wow, they actually made a Yakuza 0 reference here. Hey, everyone.
To quote Lope Dog from Don't Be a Menace, Yo, pass that shit.
Okay.
You need to understand. Old Final Fantasy 14 is not like current Final Fantasy 14. You could literally. Why do you think we had so many fucking green leaves at like level 60?
Oh my god, you remember that? Having to grind out level 50. And I told Darkscream, you know, get to level 50 would be real easy.
Because level 50 is so fucking easy.
It's laughable.
Like you're
laughable
easy. Dirt.
Like you'll get to level 50 before you realize it.
Yeah.
Well, that was easy.
So what do you think's gonna happen first, Real? You think Ninjak's gonna come back to 14 or Darkscream's gonna start 14?
Okay.
It's like waiting for Obama to get a third term in office. It's like, no. It could happen. No. How about no?
If you wanna check the stream that we're on.
Ooh, what the heck is a Japanese? Oh, I could probably sell that.
Oh fuck.
All right. So, everyone.
Oh boy, Z-Mon.
I don't know. Darkscream will try it. I have a feeling he'll try it.
My money's on Darkscream.
Okay, everyone, shut up.
Yeah.
Everyone's talking at the same time. That includes you too.
I've already put my money on Ninja. Yeah.
Alright, shut the fuck up. Seriously. I'm trying to talk and you're talking over me. Just so you know, it's my... Yeah, well, it's my stream, my rules.
Yeah, but this is a stream.
Okay.
Anyways. For those who are curious, I'm playing Yakuza Kiwami 2 as titled up here, and so far in the game's story, some shit went down. We're probably going to war with a guy who acts like Liquid Snake, and I have to recruit one man to join us.
And that is Liquid Snake. What are you talking about?
Nah, man, Ryuji Goda is a fucking monster. He's the main antagonist in this game.
I have to say, the MC has really nice pants.
I've already put my money down on Ninja. Yeah. So, imagine how I feel about that.
But anyways, that one man who is crazy enough to take on the Goveryu clan... Oh, wait. I thought you'd go through Purgatory through here. Okay, fine. Go through here, I guess. Bitch, please. That's not going to stop you. Get in the men's room. Don't be a wussy.
We have to do
this. Have to go to the women's room.
Anyways.
We do a lot of business.
Oh, yeah. Link mentioned the Mad.
He's about to... He's about to show up. The greatest character in the Yakuza franchise of all time.
His waifu?
No, the other character in the entire franchise. Maybe in this game she... Well, I like her. She's alright.
She's waifu, dude.
Wow, they're doing some serious construction over here. This used to be a park where bums hang out.
Yeah, construction.
Yeah, who is doing construction here? Hey, it's the black guy. I forgot his name. Yes, there is.
Holy shit.
Oh. Yeah, you're about to see him soon.
Is he one of the homeless dudes?
No, actually he's one of the fighters in the fucking hell,
he's
Windsor.
Really black.
He's one of the
blacker than most.
He's one of the fighters in the Purgatory.
What the fuck?
That's what he said. What's he saying?
I'm just saying, there was a bit of lag and all I saw was homeless people.
Gary Buster Holmes, that's his name.
It was a misunderstanding, I swear.
Yeah, whatever.
Wow.
He has his black card is good for the day, so it's
that's a well-made black guy. I like that.
Yeah, it is.
Good black guy. It's really good.
I see Purgatory looks cool.
It doesn't beat Resident Evil 2 black guy. I like that guy.
Oh, you mean God damn it, Marvin Branagh?
Yeah, Marvin.
Oh
I'm so glad that they redid
everything. He is so a fucking martyr.
He's so believable too. Like you've
like
met this person.
Yeah.
Now, let me get in the first person mode so you guys can take a better look at all the whores. Look at all these whores.
See, when I see a Japanese game, they actually they do a good black guy. I'm like,
Vemon, stop giving people bad. Vemon, stop giving.
I go in it.
Veemon, stop giving people bad ideas. I do not want to see Sheldon Cooper with a plastic lightsaber in Tekken. And they might just be retarded enough to do that.
I mean, why not?
Well, you know, you guys.
Hey, wait a second. Why?
Guys,
would
I hate to do this to him publicly, but give him the hat on Discord.
There's nothing. No. That's not a bad idea. Just because you don't want it doesn't mean
it's not a bad idea to put a character from the Big Bang Theory in a fucking Tekken game.
I mean, it's funny because Big Bang Theory just.
Wait, is that what he said?
Yes.
Is that what he said?
Yes.
I'm fairly certain that was. I'm fairly certain.
I thought he meant for Negan.
Yeah, I'm gonna put this under just a joke. And on top of that, I will say. I mean, look, you guys, people bitched about Lucky Chloe. I mean, they deserve whatever comes with that. I'm sorry.
Yeah. If you don't want to go on a character, you don't have to pay for it. That's all I have to say.
Yeah, where's my big bad American man? I'm waiting for that.
Don't be Ninjak.
What the heck is that guy's name? Bo Montana.
Wow.
Yeah.
Look, do you want Soul Calibur to die as a franchise, Veemon? Because it sounds like you want Soul Calibur to die. Look, they already had.
Oh God!
Guys,
he's here.
You know the thing that says sarcasm?
He's here.
Boy.
Kiryu-chan.
The real hero of the franchise.
Look at him walking around
with a construction helmet.
God, that fucking construction helmet.
Hey, what is this?
Take it off. Stop
that. Just not mention anything you're wearing.
Goro Majima.
1年前の事件にも絡んでる。久しぶりだな、真島の兄さん。
This is such an intense Yakuza movie moment. You have everything you need. A really serious protagonist, a policewoman, an unhinged example of a Yakuza society that is now incredibly successful in business with an eye patch. It's like every formula, it's all here.
What if this is what happened to make the guy?
Now see, all we need is a female wrestler and we're good.
1年前ここにいた伝説の情報屋の名前だ。
Because we need some Neo. Oh, by the way, did you hear about so fucking the Neo Japan pro wrestling thing? There's a lot of dick.
What? Speaking of New Japan Pro Wrestling, some of the wrestlers are in this game.
That's awesome. So there was an event where basically they had a whole bunch of guys run out and they were all in dick costumes. I don't know the context, but I think the lack of context makes it all the more entertaining.
Damn.
Oh, it was great.
I swear to God, I thought TNA did a very similar thing when they had that tag team partner called the tag team partners called the Johnsons.
Yeah.
You know?
No, what they did is actually more aligned with TNA when Vince Russo was running things.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's like a Russo thing to do.
That's pretty great.
No, it's not. If you want to see something burn, maybe.
Let the whole fucking world burn. I wonder what you see. I wonder what the received you remix is like in the game.
本気だ。今の登場会にはあんたが必要なんだ。
We need you more than ever, Majima.
You're the hero we deserve, but
not the one we need. Please, Majima, there was a total lack of you in Yakuza 6.
Did you need me to get it on 14's real?
I mean, if you want. I'm using this to fill in time. I mean, I maxed out my tome, so
I gotta
I'm
have
really
to
doing
fight
this
him.
for no reason.
Let me guess, I have to fight him.
Okay, so you have the pants, but you just need the boots and the ring.
I just need the boots.
Oh no, a tournament arc.
Oh, that's right.
We're
So
having
you
a tournament arc. You already got the ring.
Yeah.
先にセレナに戻っていてくれ。
No. Fuck this.
Oi.
Oh. Those hosts. Onward to my noble steed.
So is he going summoner or scholar?
He's going
Alright.
summoner.
I make sure I at least got full health if I'm gonna do this shit.
Weird how you get into it. That's why there's less people playing it.
You should go up to Goro and give him a big hug.
Alright, I'm saving. For some reason when I save, it fucking mutes you guys a little bit. Just a little bit. Yeah.
I like talking to myself. It's my favorite person.
I like talking to myself because he's the only one that understands me.
God damn it, let's say.
Roman, oh yeah, dude. Roman Waynes can't even beat a fucking part-timer. That's sad.
Yeah.
Damn.
That apparently. Is that an English fucking? Oh, okay, never mind. He's just really good at saying "ladies and gentlemen." Okay, what the fuck am I fighting?
You're fighting a mile.
We know each other. He's a friend.
Dude, this fucker's got a battle axe.
You got an axe in his hand. That son of a bitch has an axe. Son of a bitch has an axe, bro.
Am I fighting a character from Golden Axe or something?
No, he's Brazilian. Come on, man.
Oh, okay.
Brazilian juggernaut.
Alright, let's do this.
No, he doesn't. He looks Asian. Basically, it looks,
you know what? Yeah, I'd give you that.
Brazilian juggernaut. Okay. Alright, here we go.
Robinson.
Ugh.
Yeah, blocking that axe with his arm. Yeah, that would
already
work
hit
real
the shirt
well.
smash.
Listen, dude, Kiryu
Actually,
is
all
just
the
that
Purgatory arenas, you have to be shirtless. They don't want you to use any equipment or items that both beat your stats.
Oh, but he can though, right?
Yeah,
Okay, guys. No shirts, no watches, no rings.
well, guess what? Counterattack.
Oh, we're good. Are we good?
That none of this and this and this.
Oh, wait a minute. Apparently, I can use my weapons.
Oh, okay. So this
So fuck him.
Man, that's a really blunt axe.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Shit.
No, it's just I have iron skin, dude. Because I'm Cosmic Kiryu and I could probably beat Goku in a fight. Shots fired. Oh, here he is, man. It's the black guy, Gary Buster Holmes, which is the coolest name ever. Gary Buster Holmes.
What?
Gary Buster Holmes.
Dude, that's
Hey, Railgun, how's it going?
Hey, that's a long way from opening.
Sudden death or Asian I see your Japanese still sucks. Wow, okay, Kiryu.
He actually looks like a black dude.
Alright.
Giant nose, big.
Okay, I think
lips.
after
Yeah, that
him.
sounds about right.
What the fuck? Why does he have fucking metal balls as boxing gloves?
Why not?
It just popped in.
Look at him!
They just throw it on there. I saw him.
Yeah,
I thought he wasn't gonna have that. I was like, okay, this guy's really cool. Okay, he's fighting Kiryu with never mind. Who knows?
Yeah, giant fucking faces. They made those for like wear on the hand.
And because of that, he's got barely any good defense.
Well, him not having a shirt is also probably part of that too.
And it's because he's not Mike Tyson. In Japanese lore, Mike Tyson is the strongest being who ever lived.
Was that mentioned Baki the Grappler or something?
Well, I mean, they mentioned Mike Tyson.
Dude, okay, look at the finish. I knock him out, and his fucking little metal balls just break. Anyways, he's coming. His entrance, it's the best thing ever.
Coming.
Gary Buster Holmes into Gary Busted Nuts. Yes. Here it comes. I love that ring entrance.
That's a real
helmet like it. Dance well nice.
Yeah.
So all those fireworks aren't burning him right now.
Honestly, he's just training. This is all just training.
Yeah.
Yeah, all those fireworks ain't scorching his fucking ass right now.
He's insane.
He's either he's insane or pretending to be insane. Because Yakuza 0 definitely
He's just having a really good day. He's just having a really good day.
I probably would too if I ran a great construction empire.
Let's do this fair and square. Came out with a knife, dude. It's kind of a downturn compared to what you had to fight.
Oh, the music that's playing is really good. It's the theme song of the Yakuza franchise. Yeah. Oh, damn. Oh. Ow, ow, ow.
I honestly do actually like the...
I am playing this game on hard mode, by the way.
I'm about to say... you're good at this game?
Yeah. And he bounced like a fucking potato.
Yeah, you might want to be a little patient with this one.
Fucking ragdoll.
I fucking love the physics in the game. Ow, ow.
We're still on game,
No, if you're good at beat 'em ups, then this game is gonna be easy sauce for you.
I mean, if you have timing and reaction, yeah, I do.
Man, fuck the Switch.
Jesus Christ.
Fuck
I'm just gonna shit on the Switch now,
Go buy a new one, you rich motherfucker.
Dude, he always shits on the Switch on these streams. You're gonna have to just get used to it.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't have a problem with it. I'm just, I want to confirm it.
Honestly, like I said, I don't really hate the Switch. I just like the shit. Because it's always,
QTE.
Shit like, because then it's always shit like, oh man, I can't wait for it to come to the Switch. Check out this really intensive fucking game. Oh man, I hope it comes to the Switch. Like it's the fucking greatest fucking gift you got.
I thought I was the only one that felt that way. I'm like, being on the Switch is cool, but why does that matter? The game is out for other consoles. You could have played one and was relevant.
Okay, I'm gonna have to fucking take that.
I mean, you should be able to. The Switch isn't that much more expensive than others.
No, the Switch is less expensive than others.
Well, I know that, but still, like, in relation to the consoles for as long as they've been out now.
Well, look on the bright side, Switch owners. You can play Valkyria Chronicles 1 and 4, so that's a plus.
Yeah. Now you can play Doom while taking a shit. It's okay. Fantastic.
Play your own fucking games. Amazing.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
To be fair, one of the biggest problems with this, with like the previous two Nintendo consoles, is that they didn't have the other games people wanted, and now they do for the most part.
Yeah. That's true. They pretty much gutted their chance of third-party support.
To be fair, like, if the game doesn't have a whole lot of, like, technological marvel to it, go ahead and port, like, fucking Crypto Necrodancer or Valkyrie Chronicles. I'm not against that. Ow.
No, I'm not against that either, but I'm not gonna be
oh my
god, this is fucking Final Fantasy.
I forgot I learned a new ability.
Could you imagine playing 14 on the Switch?
I played Final Fantasy 7 for the fucking Switch. Remake for the
Switch. Big finish, big finish.
Yeah, playing at a grand total of 10 frames a second. come so far. And that's when it's in the dock.
I want to play Final Fantasy 15 for the Switch. Tabata said, that's fucking dumb.
He did?
Kaido,
good on him.
Hold on, Vemon says something I do not agree with. He said if DOA, the second DOA Extreme 3 public masturbation will increase by 50%. Well, maybe at conventions, but not in general.
I have to argue against this sentiment. I have to argue against this sentiment. Vemon, there is no one-handed easy mode like there is in Bayonetta. That will not happen.
Yeah. Bayonetta had courtesy.
I do have Bayonetta on the Switch.
Yeah, Bayonetta had the courtesy to realize its demographic. For giving us a one-handed mode.
But no public masturbation increases.
Now, there's one game that kind of did that by making it so fucking easy that you could play it with one hand. It's Final Fantasy X2.
But why would you?
But why would you want to do that?
Yeah, I know, exactly. Why are you even playing that game, first of all, other than the fact that...
Why would you play Final Fantasy X-2 on the Switch?
I can tell you why.
Jerk off to it.
I could say, well, I wouldn't do the latter.
What does it do for you? What can it do for you?
Shut up. God damn it.
Fucking boss sauce right there.
I walked right into it. I wanted to avoid it too. Like, no, you're not gonna do this to me, real. Not this time. No, God
Man,
damn
when
it,
do I get to play his fucking campaign? That's what I want to know.
You need to make him play X2 so he can realize
let's have Darkscream
what
play
can be done.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll survive.
No,
10 minutes.
let's make him ass deep in the game. He has to learn how to play it himself. Have fun learning dress spheres, you fucking piece of shit.
Oh my god. It's weird how 13.3 takes a dress sphere idea and kind of makes it interesting.
Is Tojo Cran really so fucked that you call me in? Yeah, they're pretty weakened.
But it makes it more convoluted by making you having to do fucking side quests to even have a chance of surviving. Which eventually I'm gonna go back. I'm actually
help when someone's pulling your strings. Oh, the Omi capped her out of you. Let's start there. That's some iffy shit.
Find some food bar.
Then Terada took the reins. The Omi actually stopped making trouble for the Tojo clan. We were making trouble for them. You take us with strings.
Honestly, I think they should have switched the theme out with Let's Fighting Love. I feel like that was way more.
If the go read Pepper, maybe it's legit. That crazy folk will kill you and steal your pants, but Terada didn't make enough waves to warrant a hit.
Hey, let's go, Kikatsu. Taisutsu no protect my balls. Bakugawari, so let's fighting. Let's fighting love. Let's fighting
I'm gonna go ahead and answer Vemon's question and just say no.
What's the question?
You think Konami will get their head out their ass and use the Castlevania collection to go with the Belmonts and Smash?
When Akira Yamaoka says I'm willing to work with you, then yeah, maybe they got their head out of their ass because they really fucking pissed him off. It's
pretty far up their ass, dude.
Well, they pissed him off because they blatantly told him to his face, your music is nothing unique and this doesn't do anything for the Silent Hill franchise, despite the fact you cannot play a Silent Hill game without his iconic music.
Without his music, yeah.
You can't.
Otherwise,
you fucking can't.
Otherwise you get downpour.
Yeah. Oh
my god, man.
We really tried to capture the horror behind Silent Hill, which is the reason why we totally fucked up this soundtrack.
Yeah,
we made it sound like a fucking Bloomhouse
horror. Yeah.
And don't forget, they demoted Castlevania's creator to a janitorial position, and that's why I quit.
Oh, that wasn't even the worst thing. Point. I mean, the shit that fucking Jim Sterling pointed out, it's true, is actually far worse.
Yeah. Talking about how they were monitored for their
so basically when you come in when you come into Konami,
oh wow, that's symbolic right there.
First thing that happens is you end up without a computer for about 2 weeks, and they tell you got to get your work done, but you don't have a computer. So what are you supposed to do? You're supposed to panic and freak out because they're not going to give you the shit that you need. This is the reason why there are incidents of people sending out, like for instance, their personal, sending business emails via their personal email. because they won't give them what they need within the first 2 weeks to actually get to work. Afterwards, there's no recognition whatsoever for whatever you do over at Konami. This is the reason why Kojima went through his whole thing, why Akira went through his whole thing, and why Koji in his fucking in his big you know, the first thing that he says in his in his Kickstarter for Bloodstained is he said people don't care about Castlevania anymore, Metroidvania games. Well, I say no. That's because the reason why he said that was because Konami blatantly told him to his face, "Your games are shit, and no one cares about Metroidvania games."
They're wrong.
There's also the other time when there's also another time when the dude that was the director of Silent Hill 3, he did the whole X-Blade game, right? That didn't look all that great, but whatever, fine. What happened with him was that he went to America, the game was released, but when he went to America and he checked the GameStops, he said, "Where's my game?" And they couldn't fucking find any of his games because they said, "Oh, we didn't receive any shipment."
The Clan Creator minigame.
Yeah.
That's that RTS minigame that was kind of meh from Yakuza 6, but I heard they improved it in this one. But the story behind this one is Majima is just trying to be the greatest construction man ever. He has like the best. He has the best victory fanfare music.
Anyway, that's some of the crazy shit that happened over at fucking Konami, at least according to Jim Sterling.
But anyways, let's not talk about Konami. Let's talk about Crunchyroll.
Oh lord.
Oh, okay. That's a switch.
Well, it was one of the topics on mine.
Oh, I thought we were gonna save that for tomorrow.
Well, we could save that for tomorrow as well, but I'm pretty sure Al and J.K. Tim don't know anything about that or care.
Well, wouldn't that be ideal to save it for tomorrow then?
But I gotta get all the fine details ironed out. There was another video Digibro made. Did you see that one? The one that was called.
The one that you posted?
Did I post that one?
Wrong about it?
Yeah. You only need to watch the first 5 minutes.
I watched the majority of it. The thing about it is what he was wrong about was as to whether or not they had the money to actually do an actual show. Considering the way that it went and that they spent a lot of money on it, his main complaints within the actual video is that he was corrected by the guy over at fucking at Mal. However, then he goes on a massive thing by saying, you know, okay, that's great information. Why aren't you guys making fucking vlogs so that way you can spread out information so people actually know this shit? Because you know niggas don't read.
Oh.
That's basically that's the entire video.
Is it the whole bit that they're licensing it, not actually making it?
No.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, it's the whole licensing thing.
Well, here's the thing they said, and I actually agree with this because I need some retro YouTubers on here, and Bennett the Sage ain't one of them. I mean, he ain't one I'll support. The problem is that I'm not a fan of that fucking nostalgia critic-esque style anymore. It's not that interesting. All it is, hey, here's some clips, cut, make a joke, here's a sketch, here's a fake character you created.
I mean, the old style is better than the current style of nostalgia critic. Yeah, I get what you're saying. It's nothing new.
Well, they have some of that sprinkled in too because they do sketches. Unfunny, badly directed sketches.
It's the same thing with like Andrew Jones and so forth. He gives a shit about his way too long fucking jokes.
Yeah, they care about his analysis, his flaws, his examples, and all that shit. And that's what I want to see a little more of.
Yeah.
With older anime.
Right. Okay, do you think it's past the age?
Oh yeah, then go to. Then honestly, if you want that, just go to either Pedantic or you can go to Super Eye Patch Wolf.
Well, I could do Eye Patch Wolf, but
Eye Patch Wolf is good.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
Hold on, Matt Wheatman. Matt Wheatman.
Wheatthins.
Wheatthins.
Wheatman.
Is Bennett seriously a Is he seriously a gatekeeper?
Is he a gatekeeper?
Gatekeeper of what?
It's a term used for like elitist snobs who try to prevent people from getting into stuff.
It's the whole thing that like Comicsgate got really fucking angry about was when Max Visaggio said like, oh, it's for only certain people. or like.
All right, it's time to cause war.
Or the whole.
This is a fun mini game, even if it was dumb. All right.
Ryan Johnson saying like, "Oh, we're the true Star Wars fans. No Star Wars fans," goes out and like harasses chicks or whatever.
The thing I like about Bennett was he was the only one keeping the old shit alive on at least on YouTube. Okay, I already know how to play this game. Even if I don't, I'll learn along the way. All right, let's see.
I mean, in actuality, the main issue with the whole High Guardian Spice reveal thing was simply that it showed absolutely nothing about the product, and it was just the creation team patting themselves on the back.
Yeah, pretty much.
And that's not how you reveal a series at all. And yes, I know the webcomic it's based off of, and that was seen it on Go. In all actuality, the webcomic designs was better because the characters aren't super cool.
Guys, they're hitting our van. Stop them.
But I will say this: it has way more other problems besides that.
All right, good.
The creators are more notorious to being.
Yeah, I never watched any of Doug Walker's anime-related shit either because I knew he wouldn't know what back when I used to like him in his early days, he openly stated he didn't know what the fuck he was talking about. So why would I give him a chance?
Citation needed.
It was in his Pokemon the first movie review.
Well, that was a terrible movie anyway. So I mean,
it was. But what I meant,
it was bad even when I watched as a kid. It was
bad.
I mean, he stated multiple times for a lot of anime series or anything related to anime, which is why he tries to avoid it. Which is I'm not big into this, but people want me to
that's someone's abilities.
I mean, he stated that for Sailor Moon, he stated that for Pokemon, he stated that for
But Digimon. I'd rather have somebody who's an aficionado tell me more things about it instead of just some stranger.
That's why he went to Jesu Otaku for Digimon.
Oh, she's...
But people
he's horrible.
I've been on those forums, by the way. He really did get tons and tons and tons of requests for doing those films.
Yeah, so that's why his fans need to shut the fuck up.
Yeah, so I'm not going to blame Doug particularly for not knowing anything on those reviews. I think I actually kind of commend him for being honest that I don't pay a lot of attention to anime, so my opinion's not really all that great, but you guys want me to review it, so...
Yeah, it was kind of a request thing, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. No, it was the same thing with like why he still reviewed The Phantom Menace. Even though he stated everyone has literally ripped this review apart at this point.
Yeah, what more can I say?
Anything that Plinkett
what the heck is this shit?
Everything that Plinkett has not yet covered has already been covered. So I don't know why you guys want me to review this film when basically everything that I have, you know, feelings in regards to it is stated by all those other reviews. Go watch those other people's content, right? But he ended up still doing it because people still wanted him.
Right, they wanted his take, regardless of the fact that he's like, I have nothing else to say other than what I've already heard.
Yeah, and he still did it. Big surprise, it was exactly the same fucking shit that everyone said.
Yeah, he just told you, this is what you're getting. Yeah. This is why I don't want to do it. Alright. But that goes to show how popular he is, you know. They don't care about different opinions, they just want to hear that bubble. Might want to get that truck on the way.
How do I control individual units in this mode? Oh, I guess I should have read the fucking tutorial.
I wanted to hear what Windsor had to say about High Guardian Spice in regards towards his webcomic.
Select unit. Okay, L wants to select unit.
I mean, it just seems
okay,
okay.
Okay.
Nothing that big to write that home about. And of course, I saw this on Code, so they're already like fetishizing the characters from it, which I thought was funny.
That's how you do it. Okay, I got a hang of this now. Holy crap, you can summon tornadoes.
But I think at least for the High Guardian Spice, I just as like in regards as a really shitty salesman, I would never pitch anything like a show like that at all. I don't think you need to be a salesman to know that. The fact of the matter that I find it all the more insulting that basically we pride ourselves on having no male
the theme song.
in this
This is too good. You gotta see this.
I see that. But, and of course, it's a Goro thing.
Anyways, back on Crunchyroll. We definitely derailed.
But based on, I would say like basically for that, wanting to go ahead and brag about how you don't have a specific group of people within your writing committee or anything, I think is a terrible idea. Especially if you're claiming that you want to be inclusive to everyone, but it's not that you're inclusive to everyone, it's you're inclusive to a certain specific group of people. Yeah, which I don't even think that specific group of people is even going to watch your content. Especially since you pretty much pissed off all of them.
All the main ones.
Yeah, the ones that mattered.
But that's the case with every ideology that just like comes over and tries to present the diversity shit, intersectionality mindset. It's just like you always pander to the lowest percentage of people.
It's Keiji Muto. He's a pro wrestler.
Pariah that doesn't support that, and it's like that's not what it was ever about. I don't know why you're trying to make it about it now. It's a terrible idea, and the people you're pandering to are not going to support it beyond agreeing with what you're saying, which no one else, percentage-wise, really agrees with. Why we don't like you. We don't
honestly,
like you.
I honestly blame Twitter for giving them the idea that there is this humongous group of people that have these sentiments, because a humongous group of people don't give a shit. I mean, especially when it comes to anything. I mean, look, if I go ahead and see a character like Barrett and shit, then I'll be like, yeah, okay, cool, that's fine, I guess. Seeing it, is he good? Yeah, it turned out to be good. Okay, I'll give a shit.
Still a good character.
Yeah, he's a great character. He's
not the quote-unquote black character representative, but even when I played it as a kid, I knew he was a racial stereotype, but like, what was so funny is that when you play the game, you look at his stats, it's like, his stats are like some of the best in the game, better than Cloud's.
Tifa stats are better.
Well, in terms of overall stability, like you can blow them down with Materia, you got long-range weapons.
Tifa stats are still better.
Well, she's got higher health. I don't think she has as high as defense.
He's the mage. Barrett's getting like Barrett can take. No, he is the mage. His base stats are
yeah, and with him being long range too.
Yeah, exactly. He's made to be in the back row. But, and besides, his overall physical damage is actually kind of crap. When it comes down to it, the only reason why he's that good in the first place is because his base stats essentially are fine in the beginning, but once he gets to the end point, they're kind of shit.
Yeah, when you get him at first, it's like they give it that way, just like you said.
Then it's like it's really he's really just. But
does it kind of peter off once you get Red 13 or get out of the car?
We're going off topic again.
But the thing, well, actually, it's a side bit, but the actual main topic itself is still on point. Worthiness as a character. I mean, if you want to put it back on topic, I mean, he's not the most powerful character in the game. Still Cloud. But hey, I don't really care about that. It's not important. What's important is what he achieves as a person. What does he want? What does he want to achieve? What does he care about? And so on and so forth. These are very basic things that a lot of people who write shit like this don't pay attention to. They cover up their shitty writing either because they think that they're good writers and that's it. They don't improve. Unlike there's a whole thing with like artists and shit like that, where basically it's they always say the artists who succeed are the ones who always think their shit is crap.
Anyways,
those are always trying to and I think Crunchyroll is full of people that don't really do that.
Anyways,
I mean,
Tom,
their own
no, I don't think I ever will. I agree, Tom, because finding those El Hazard OVAs was actually kind of a lucky. Well, are FYE still around? Because mine isn't.
Even if it is, a DVD would probably be like $80.
It's just that's the only reason why I go to FYE was to find like old school anime on DVD that's in the used section of the store because they would jack $70 for like 2 episodes on a news show. Yeah, overpriced. But now we're losing a lot of those physical stores, which ticks me off because I was going to check the FYE to see if they had any copies of Tekken Man Blade, and spoilers, they didn't, and I got a trophy, and the trophy's called My Boss is Crazy. That's funny. Oh man, look at all these pro wrestlers.
What do you guys think of
Crunchyroll?
No, I was gonna say, what are you guys feeling for what you're gonna buy? Have you guys already decided what you want yet?
Buy what?
For games.
Fist of North Star Lost Paradise, Samurai Kagura Reflections, because somebody has to do it. It ain't gonna be Windsor.
I was gonna do it if I had a Switch.
But I don't. I'm not yay.
Wait, what?
Wait, what the fuck, dude?
Hey man, don't do that. Don't do that. My roommate's right. Don't insult my roommate like that because he has a Switch. That's just rude.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say because you were in the game. Like, well, okay,
I still want to get everyone's favorite.
Okay, I'll let you know what he said.
And if I have money left over, I will pick up Red Dead Redemption 2.
You have money left over. Of course you will.
Red Dad.
Don't shut up. I don't want to explain my monetary things here, man. That's not something you make public. That's stupid.
No, it's a joke. I never said that you were going to.
But you know what I'll definitely not buy? Battlefield 5.
I was gonna buy that anyway.
Butfield 5.
Yeah, speaking of which, we could just go right into that. Like, they recently decided to push back the release time to November. I forget the exact date.
Let me paraphrase what they said, because I haven't actually gotten word in these last two major topics. I'm going to say, according to them, they said, we want to make sure we provide the best quality game out there for our players. So go ahead. So we will delay this game so our fan base will be ready to play this game. You stupid cisgendered white fucks. Signed EA Games.
Did they actually say that? Or
no, that's just me peppering them. I'm just reminding people, hey, this is what they thought of you when you dropped that trailer. This is how they still think of you. And Windsor left.
He just couldn't handle it. It was just so.
The internet couldn't handle it. You mentioned EA is fucking.
Yeah,
system blows up.
You just killed Windsor. I hope you're happy.
Yeah. The next time you see him, he's
oh man, these guys know that I'm a Yakuza legend. Valkyria Chronicles 4. I'm definitely getting that. I just finished the demo earlier today. The game actually has an easy mode now. The first Valkyria Chronicles game, yes, it was.
Yeah, I have to play it myself and see.
Like, there are a few breather missions, but like there are some big nut busters, man. It's really bad. In fact, I talked to my other friends about the game, and they dropped it after the first hard mission. Spider-Man, that one I want to get, but I think Lance is here, by the way. That one I want to get, but I might have to wait on that, even though I really want a good Spider-Man game again. I really do.
I kind of feel that way too, but I'd rather get Red Dead Redemption 2. It's a game that I know will last me much longer.
And I did love the hell out of GTA 5.
Same here. I need to go back and
ready for this? I got some.
So Windsor, you're alive.
Yeah. I got something
I thought your
here.
PS4 blew up from EA.
It is Crunchyroll related. Here we go. This is from Code, by the way. Hi, Guardians by September 1st panel. No recording allowed. Would be escorted out if caught. Not sure if they meant from the panel or from the con, but given the security guard at the first checkpoint of the event told us not to record in the panel rooms, leaning towards ejected from the con. No Q&A in the panel told us from the start. The show was originally conceptualized by Ray Rodriguez in 2013. It was pitched to Cartoon Studios at the time and was rejected. Later it was picked up as a comic series, now a show. What was shown? Crunchyroll Originals. Show a sizzle reel showing snippets of original.
So hold on, just so I can acknowledge the people's existence in the chat. That is hilarious that one of these guys' persona in the ring is a Yakuza. But anyways, you were saying?
Faker. Okay. Crunchyroll Originals. Show a sizzle reel showing snippets of original programming they're working on. Styles range from this kind of Western to French graphic novel style to outright anime. Look to be between 5 and 8 different shows, judging from the various styles. The studio is Elation Studios with an office in LA and one in Tokyo. The shows are coming out in 2019. Other shows being in production were already mentioned in the post shortly after High Guardian Spice was announced, but no other information was given back then. High Guardian Spice Sizzle Reel shows a reel of very rough animatic snippets, backgrounds, and a short 3-second animation of 2 of the primary characters riding a broom and then jumping down, with the pink one catching the blue one. PowerPoint. Show turnarounds of 4 main characters, stills of the 4 teachers, whips of 2 classmates, and backgrounds and settings. Information given the panel. already bad at this first one. Show is inspired by older shoujo magical girl anime. How to Be a Hero story, a coming-of-age story following the high school life of 2 14-year-old childhood friends, the pink and blue one, from the small town of Pebble, moving into the big city to study to become guardians. The show will be doing an in-depth look at female friendships, as well as sacrifices one has to make as they grow up. There will also be looks at relationships formed by both mutual love of things and mutual hatred of things. That last bit.
That last bit, indeed.
Forming alliances was a phrase used about 15 times to accentuate the relationship delves. The story takes place at a magic academy. There will be dragons. The story is heavily influenced by D&D, and characters are D&D archetypes. Most of all of the names are derived from plant names, both scientific and biological origin. Botanical origin. The nature of magic in the show is quite dynamic. It's a driving force of the story. The show is built from the team's high school experience as teenage outcasts, but accepted in certain groups. The characters are infused with the team's own flaws they had in high school that they later grew out of. Down on that last bit. Depictions aren't mean-spirited but sympathetic. There's going to be lots of angsty boys, and a lot of angst in general, a lot of crying as well. No broadcast restrictions. The topics presented will be high-stakes thematically. Internal looks at characters, but also monster punching. There will be fantasy combat sequences. A lot of animals. Most of the animation is done by a Korean studio. This is sounding really familiar.
Guys,
that studio also did in-between
hold on,
animation,
stop. I have to comment something on the game because this is making me laugh. There's a fucking advertisement for Majima's Construction. Look what it says. Join the team. We build shit. Now hiring buff dudes and tough guys. Work includes construction and occasional head busting, but we pay pretty well. We welcome employees from all walks of life. No experience required. I want that poster in real life.
All right. Are you ready for the? Okay, I'm just gonna say it. There will be POC and trans characters voiced by POC and trans voice actors. 6 episodes have already been recorded. The show will be out in about 6 months. There are first-time VAs as well as voices you might recognize from other anime. A large cast of characters. A lot of cats are in the show. Some are magical beings and there are transforming cats. A theme of hidden identities was brought up when talking about the shape-shifting cats. quote, "So much love and depth was put into this show. Posters of the image shown during the online reveal were given out on a table near the end." So that's the basic premise. There's also a thing for the characters. Do you want me to keep reading that? Because I'm
keep going. Might as well.
Okay.
I'm a little. Okay, keep going.
Characters. The 4 in the poster. Rosemary, pink. One of the 2 main characters. Childhood friend with Sage. I'm guessing it's the blue one. Likes yelling and trips a lot. High energy. Only uses a sword and punching. No magic. Based off of the warrior class of D&D. The character was conceptualized from the creators.
Hold on a sec. Punching only, but based on the warrior class from D&D?
Well, it says sword and punching.
Sword and punching. Why the fuck? Okay. I'm an avid fighter. I've been playing fighter for at least 5 to 6 years. Why the fuck are you a punching fighter? When you can do 2d6 damage with a fucking greatsword, with no negatives whatsoever. And on top of that, you also get to hold it with 2 hands, so if you choose to be a fucking paladin with lay on hands, you don't have to drop any of your items whatsoever. You can literally just reach out your hand and touch it. It still counts. Fucking...
I'm assuming there's going to be more.
It's like choosing not to be a fucking monk. Hey, why don't I go ahead and do
It's almost like they don't play
damage?
video games or something.
God, okay,
Really?
keep going.
You don't say.
Oh
Where
my
did that
God.
conclusion come from, Darkscream?
Who the fuck does that? Okay, whatever. Move on.
Here we go.
They fucking suck.
The character was conceptualized from creator Ray Rodriguez' ideal self-image as a cool magical girl from when they were a kid. Specifically, Hikaru from Magical Knight Rayearth, before realizing they were trans. Well, if I'm going to be a girl, I want to at least be a cool magical girl, unquote. Okay, now we're going on to the blue one. Let's see. Sage, one of the 2 main characters, childhood friend of the pink one. Magic caster. The duo are living with Sage's cousin and their partner, Aloe, and I'm not going to say all these names right here. No other information was actually given about this character, most likely based on one of the spellcaster classes in D&D. I'm sure they'll do that run too. Now we have the... I'm just going to refer to their colors. Now we're going on to the yellow midget. Dwarf. From a big family, has about 12 siblings, went against a tradition of smithing to go to the Magic Academy. The mom friend, physically the strongest character, can MacGyver anything. Favorite class is smithing. Wait, what? That goes against her entire character. D&D basis, not given. I'm a dwarf, and I'm going to oppose my family's history of smithing. I'm now going to go to magic school. What are you taking, smithing?
Oh, keep going, keep going.
Okay. God damn it, man, keep going, but we're bleeding here, just so you know.
Just a little bit of blood. Just a little bit of blood. Characters are not like my specialty or anything like that.
I don't know about you, but I've lost a pint of blood, so
okay, now we're on Fine, the green red one. Elf, an immigrant from another region, sent to the school against her will by her mother. Survivalist, too cool for school, aloof, sarcastic. A mini nemesis at the start, later becomes a well, thanks for spoiling it.
Wow,
yeah,
okay. No. She becomes friends later through the power of friendship and love.
No, this is going to tick you off. Okay, you ready for this quote? This is quoted, by the way. Daria, but anime. Based off the rogue class, not explicitly stated, but made out to be a tsundere. Also not explicitly stated, but most likely a POC character.
Well, you should be offended by that most of all, Windsor.
The person who plays rogue. I mean, I'm not an elf, so I don't care.
You know what? No. Fine,
well,
go ahead and take it. Because the last time I seen anything like that, when I saw the fucking, what was it, Warriors of Tomorrow or something like that? Remember that one character they said that they fucking worshipped and said they were gonna make them a Muslim character? You had to put it in there to make a statement, right? She ended up being the most unlikable character in the entire group of people because she had unrested bitch face the entire time and acted like a dick. Oh, hey, you have a fucking problem or whatever? If you have some sense of moral quandary, well, fuck you and your problems. I blah blah blah. I'm tough. I'm all these things that you don't like. Why is the consistency of making these guys out to be dicks? Why do they constantly make them out as terrible people? I don't want to go ahead and deal with
because they're written by terrible people. They're written by terrible people.
I don't need. I'm not asking for fucking.
I have a feeling they're going to
here.
heavy hand that whole "she's an immigrant" thing really hard.
Oh yeah, they're pushing that down people's throats. You're getting S ranks now that you can select characters.
Okay, now we got the teachers. I got some palette for this, and this would be pretty good.
The heck are these, anyways?
I'm just gonna say what they are. The literacy teacher, posh-looking guy, boy. That's the monk teacher. Missed the name. PE and weapons teacher, bald monk and Tibetan monk-esque robe.
Then I got a fucking Rocketeer defending my shit.
Is it a chick?
It doesn't say.
It's a chick. Moving on.
Yeah. Let's see. What am I hearing again? Sorry, teacher. A lot like Cruella DeVille, don't drink anything she gives you.
What?
Satyr teacher, missed the name. Smithing teacher, bumbling. Bigger fella in a blacksmith's apron. Okay,
still got an X-ray, even though I lost the guy.
Tiefling teacher, name not given. Hot tiefling teacher, shows briefly an animatic female. Class taught not given. Well, other students.
Hold. Let me say this. Given the stuff that you've given me and my absolute love for fucking tiefling chicks, no amount of hot tiefling women are going to save this show. Even though they're the coolest fucking characters all the goddamn time.
What show is this again I'm hearing?
Wow, this guy's fucking tough.
This is High Guardian Spice. This is the Crunchyroll show that everyone's mad about.
Oh my god. Oh, the one no one wants?
That everyone fucking cringed about and was like, wow, Western, I didn't know I was paying Crunchyroll for Western bullshit.
For this
okay,
so
Joe, okay, Amon, it's up to you, dude. Just fucking...
It's literally... So literally, description-wise, Windsor, it's exactly what everyone else expected. But worse.
Yeah. Let's see.
God, this is bad.
There's a little bit left here. Let's see. You have some person named Amaryllis, a symbol of teenage aggression, a bully and
really
antagonist.
Fucking easy early. Why did he fucking?
Only friend is Snap. Only friend is only boy in being referenced here. I'm not gonna say his name. I'm just gonna call him Boy. Only friend is Boy. Kate's specific skills were used to write the character. Oh, I guess that's the one with the crazy like dyke haircut. His character is a bully.
Looks just like that one character from that one show that didn't make it. You know, the one that advertised the trans.
Hold on. No, I'm getting my characters mixed up here because now I'm reading the description. Long, blonde-haired girl looks visually like a mash between Diana from Little Witch Academia and Pacifica from Gravity Falls. So literally a blonde chick. Got it. It looks like a blonde chick. No other information is given about this character besides being a bully. Then you have Boy. Okay, Boy is pretty boy. Quote unquote, quote unquote, angsty boy. No, I'm not saying his actual name is Snapdragon, but I'm just calling him Boy because that's literally what they're referring to in this description. So he's apparently like a hottie and an angsty teen. And he is the representation for all angsty boys out there, and his only friend is the bully character.
Is he white?
Don't know. It would be.
God damn it, I got a nice.
Yeah, I'm putting $2 on that.
You put $2?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's a lot of dollars.
Here we go. Now we have.
That's all I got.
Now we have the blue-haired main character's cousin. Okay. We have two. We have Aloe and Anais, I guess. Sage's cousins, and they're
black.
No, I don't know, but well, probably because blue hair is. Anyways, here we go. Married lesbian.
Sound white.
Wait, hold on. You're ruining the moment. Married lesbian witch duo. Main characters are living with them prominently in their apartment as their wedding photo together. The family role acts as an anchor to the main characters. A tall, long, white-haired, pasty elf and a tan human with undercut and tattoos. Oh, so the dyke-looking character is a...
Man,
God
I'm shocked.
damn it.
was not told which is which.
I don't know.
Let's see, and then the setting. Okay, the city is a city. It has all the races put together in a nice big old melting pot. And then you have the little town, just known as the town. You have the school, it's just a school. And then you have the Lesbos. And that's it. That is the whole description of the show.
You know what? I will review this show.
God damn it.
Review this show. I will fucking do it. I will rip that.
Oh my god.
This to me is so goddamn insulting.
Is it worse than Black Klansman though?
Oh my god, it's getting there. It's fucking.
It's getting there from the sounds of it, if you ask me.
It's fucking getting there. I mean, look, it's one thing to like make David Duke write about something that he was going to be because everyone else was saying it anyway. That's one thing. Okay, that's easy sauce.
It's good that you've gotten over it a little bit,
guy
though.
who claims to hate David Duke, but makes an entire movie that makes David Duke right about a very specific thing is what's fucking embarrassing. Because already the fucking guy who wrote the goddamn book, which I read, you know what, fuck it, I will finish that fucking video, has already seen the motherfucker in a debate and has already clarified in that book, you do not want this guy to win the debate. That's just not how you're going to, that's not how you're going to disprove him, and he's very good at it.
Right.
This is literally the summation of everything I tell. This idea is the summation of everything I tell people not to do when it comes to making a character. Don't make a character where it's about one specific physical attribute of them that's not going to matter in the long run, or it's not going to be fuck all. Unless you're writing something about the 1960s or anything beforehand that's historical, then yes, there is relevance to that. If it's a show in a world that doesn't care about very specific things and you're just trying to do it because you want fucking bubblegum, fine. But don't make it about, but don't pretend that people are going to have a problem with it when it comes off as fucking shallow. Because it's the shallowest, easy bait shit I see all the goddamn time. And it's no fucking surprise that apparently the best version of these kinds of quote-unquote representationals is shit from the fucking 90s when no one cared.
Fuck, man. I need to level up these guys. Like, we were kicking ass for the first few rounds, but when the boss showed up, he was wiping the floor with us. Anyways, we're playing the theme.
Fucking about to die.
Yeah, no, I'm reviewing that fucking show, and I'm gonna see for it for what it fucking is. If it turns out good, good, fine, whatever. I'll take that.
Get that point ticket.
No, I'll say that it's good. I will willingly say if it's a good, well-written show. Then,
I can't answer that question, Vmon. I don't know anything about Harvest Moon.
Yeah. No, I don't play Harvest
I will say this about what Tom
said.
Guardian Spice is just a ripoff of Steven Universe. It's not a ripoff of Steven Universe. It is a ripoff of Little Witch Academia, but they decided to put the whole pool of Steven Universe, which is emotional people and crime, as the main focus.
Yeah, we don't really need another Steven Universe in the world, considering the absolute mess of a show that is now. And even people who liked Steven Universe earlier have been stating that they wanted to end it already. For fuck's sake, it's a mess. It's ruined almost everything about itself that was interesting.
Oh, nobody
cared. On top
cared.
of that, its biggest fucking plot thing or whatever that was important to the series is god awful. It's
in all honesty,
terrible.
throughout an entire season, only 5 episodes might be actually relevant to the overall plot.
Shit.
Everything else is padding.
It doesn't.
The continuity.
After the show, you need to understand something about Steven Universe. This was in the context of Adventure Time that was coming out. Adventure Time is an actual good show with a good amount of lore, emotional scenes, and so on and so forth. It's got great characters, very memorable moments, and environments and such. And the art style in itself, as much as people will say cow arts, Adventure Time kind of owned that specific art style because the rest of the actual artwork within it and the animation style is fully used.
Can I actually go to Purgatory and do the arena fights? Please tell me I can.
Like, for instance, like, the way that Finn is animated, you know, even though he has the face that he has and the animations and the arms, they use everything in the animation. Absolutely everything. That's good animation. You made the character design the way that it is, and you made him spaghetti and noodly because you were intending to animate him spaghetti and noodly. Steven Universe doesn't fucking do any of this shit. When it comes to the actual, like, style-wise or anything like that, it's just made to look that way. But it still has some good artwork when it comes to backgrounds and occasionally music as well. When it comes to, like, because the music in Steven Universe is really fucking good. There's a duo you can get their music from on SoundCloud. They're a really, really good duo. But any other show that moves on from then on is just shit. They don't use any of their animation. It's not really interesting.
Oh, this is the gambling hall.
It doesn't move animation any further or anything like that.
This is where I want to go.
Let's just do the thing that we like anime doing, which is actually terrible. And it's why, for instance, you know, Disney animators fucking don't really like watching anime.
Wait. Nobody heard that. I was saving.
Yeah. No, it's fine. Oh, what are you gonna say, Windsor? Because
yeah, I was gonna say I'm completely okay with Adventure Time ending tomorrow.
Yeah, me too.
I'm glad the show's finally getting to have some closure. I can watch it. I can put it down, ending right next to regular show. Regular show had a good ending.
It had a it had a great ending.
And I can just like.
All right, time to do some arena fights. Like this fucker, Iron Fist Sakai.
Yeah, I think I was happy with the way that the regular show ended. But just regular show as a show is very good as it was. Maybe that's not the show for everyone, but honestly, for people who can't enjoy the show, it's they get very well rewarded. You don't deal with dumb shit. Other than Mordecai being Mordecai occasionally, that's because Ward has a relationship problem that seeps into his content. But hey,
but
after
unlike
that,
Dan Harmon, he didn't let it consume his life.
Yeah, and hey, we have Close Enough now, waiting for that to come out.
If it ever does, I don't know what PBS but I have to say, in terms of the king of Western animation right now, it's Disney again. Disney is like holding up high right now. I'm about to say movies, TV, they're all on it right now.
That's because Disney's super strict with the way that they do their animation. They literally wrote the fucking book.
Oh, fuck me sideways.
And so and on top of that, they hold that book in very high regards, and it's the reason why animation in the West is the way that it is, and why it's not focused on trying to make it look cool as shit for the sake of losing movement. I mean, there's a reason as to why I'm saying, wow, this new Dragon Ball movie looks actually interesting. I never said that for any of the other shows, or any of the other movies like Resurrection of F, because it's still got the same fucking shit.
Yeah, that's basically what we expected.
Yeah, the animation in the newest one looks interesting. They simplified the form so that way they can use it more, which is smart. None of the other movies did, which is dumb. Because I know they didn't have a fucking budget for that shit.
Yeah, they just reuse assets.
It's not. There's no problem with reusing assets. Reusing assets is a smart fucking thing to do for an animator to do.
Sometimes it's also a good thing for gamers, for game developers to do. Yakuza uses assets, and I'm okay with that.
God. No, they use
Rockstar
assets, but
did that over and over again.
Yeah, exactly. It's just they know how to handle the reusing of assets. It's the same thing with Dark System. Dark System, like Goku, all the Gokus have around the same specific normals, but they at least change it a bit so you at least have different mindsets in playing them, especially base Goku. Yeah. But when it comes to like but I mean, here's the thing with animation though and Steven Universe specifically fucks this up, is consistencies. When you go ahead and you choose to outsource to specific groups of people with, and you're not strict enough on it as you should, you're gonna have tons of animation inconsistencies. Trust me on this. Try to look at one character. Look at Steven's relationship to or Heights' relationship to Garden. There's tons of episodes you can check to where it's inconsistent in the entirety of it, or where it doesn't even look that good, or it's just why the fuck did you animate it in that specific way? It's not good, and that's kind of the shit as to why Steven Universe also gets shit on in regards to its animation, because it
broke his fucking axe.
Yeah, it's broke.
That's why I kind of cringe when I saw that. It's like, yeah, the animation for High Garden Splash would be done by a Korean studio. I'm like, is it the same studio that does this? Because what they do is, and I quote, it's like, okay, how do you want it to, the problem with Steven Universe is it's not script driven, it's storyboard driven, which is stupid because you're like, let's skip the entire, like, first part of the writing process. You know, it'll
first
make
draft?
things go faster. Yeah.
Oh my god, really?
You know, there was one person, you know, there's a very famous director who did that once. I can't remember his name. He made, what was it, The Phantom Menace? Can't seem to remember.
It's like poetry, it rhymes.
But then they send the storyboard.
George Lucas impression is great.
But then they send the
That
storyboard
trailer
to the
could be
Korean
Darth
studio,
Maul's sister.
And what they actually say is this: we don't care how you draw the character.
Oh, is this what I think it is? Dude,
as long as
hold on, a new
it
feature.
looks like the character, it's fine.
Look at
they
this.
literally said, we don't care about consistency. Draw it however you want, as long as it looks like the character. You're good.
We don't care. Hey, look at this. A brutal free-for-all between 8 fighters. Oh, I've heard about this mode. 8 people are going to fight at once.
That's the reason why Disney's also been really good about this. Because Disney is really strict on that kind of thing. If you told that to a Disney animator, they probably would want to rip their hair out or say, what's wrong with you? The thing about it is saying that is because you get those bad inconsistencies and then you have those moments where you break the entire image and you go, wait, why the fuck does it look like that? I mean, the Boondocks is made by a Korean studio as well, but for fuck's sake, at least its animation is consistent, and also kind of eye-pleasing when it comes to once they start getting larger budgets. But until 4th season.
We don't talk about the 4th season.
What's the 4th season?
Oh yeah, Caesar is back. Did you see it? Brought back Caesar, like they say they did.
Did they?
I do not recall.
I was about to say.
Because there's no point in Caesar existing on the roof. And rather than that, sorry, rip the band-aid off and look at it. But that's just the case. It's not like you used to do anything like that. And because of that, it's why Riley exists. Because he's the other side of the coin for Caesar. Stayed on track, we would have had Caesar. Nope, we deserve Riley. That's just how it is. Which is great.
What we get.
But when it comes to, like, you will get all these boards. There's a thing with one guy.
I just countered with a fucking steam.
There's a guy who actually did who made a page for, what was it?
That was fun. I want to do that again.
Bet it was.
Yeah, if I fucking like 8 people at once. Yo, Down Phoenix, how's it going?
Who said who?
My health isn't recovered.
Didn't actually if you didn't draw these characters in a specific way, especially Noni, because if you actually look at the way that she's designed, and you look at her stomach, she has that weird kind of circular form or whatever towards it. So she either looks like slightly pregnant or at least slightly fat. The reason as to why that is the case is because the way that he wanted everyone to animate her in that style was because it's like the womb has form and you have to draw it like that. But the thing about it is that even though people didn't want to do it, they still drew it consistently. That's the reason why when you look at her form throughout the film, it's nice, solid, and consistent. Steven fucking Universe is none of these things. High Guardian Spice is gonna have none of these things, okay? It's gonna have fucking none of these things. That's why it's annoying as an animator, as an amateur's fucking animator to see this shit. My god. It's fucking annoying.
It's like, this is what I have to work to buy.
I can deal with watching lame-ass fucking anime and watching literal stills move slightly, ever so slightly, throughout the image. I can deal with that. But for fuck's sake, when it comes to westernized content,
baseball bat's broken.
Even do good animation with basic fucking form. I can't fathom as to why in God's name, anyone whatsoever, any kind of producer would want to be like, yeah, I can put this on TV. Yeah, I could put that on my platform. If I was a fucking producer of this shit, I'd deny it. I'd slam it down. Sorry, I like good, consistent content.
Hey,
get away with it.
Okay, so this opponent I'm fighting, he was in Yakuza 6. He was part of the, God, what was the name of that gang? That Justice. They were part of the Clan Creator minigame there. So I'm glad they brought those guys in there, because one of the biggest disappointments to me about Yakuza 6 was the lack of a fucking underground arena minigame. Yeah, you better, man. You talk a lot, dude. I couldn't get a fucking word in. Don't ever...
Well, let me just say this. He's not wrong on anything he said.
Well, no, he's not wrong. But you get him into animation, and he'll just... 30-minute diatribe.
Well, that's his passion. Like when you talk about old school anime, that you do the same thing.
Yeah, like it really is the same thing. It's kind of weird how you don't see it from the outside perspective. The thing that bugs me about High Guardian Spice is, I guess.
Oh, are you trying to taunt?
Do you remember that whole video that Digibro made called "We're Accepting Mediocrity"?
Yeah, sort of.
Oh Lord.
That's not even limited to anime now. It's limited to everything.
Yeah.
Everyone has accepted everyone has accepted mediocrity everywhere. There is no actual limit to how mediocre the entertainment industry has become in the past few years.
Ooh, this guy's actually pretty tough.
I mean, Windsor, look at the fucking Tangled TV show.
I know, right?
Being really fucking good.
Yeah,
Tangled. They had a TV show off of
that. And apparently it's really good.
It's actually good.
Yeah.
Oh,
it has unique
dark.
It has unique art style. The current season's kind of chill right now. It is a road trip adventure, so nothing.
It's not 3D, is it?
Damn it, Tanahashi.
It's 2D, and it kind of looks like a pop-up book-esque aesthetic.
Yeah, I'd say that. I actually really like that a lot.
Yeah, so that's one thing. It's like Disney had it. People complained about the new design of DuckTales, but that has some of the more visually interesting scenes I've seen in a while.
Yeah, it's essentially because they're using the same animation style as the current Mickey Mouse cartoons, which, by the way, those cartoons are very good. Very, very well animated. Check out the Mickey Mouse shorts. Good job, the French indeed.
What the
also, the Donald Duck reveal was fucking fantastic.
I am the storm.
Wait. Brody?
Oh, look, it's Gary Buster Holmes.
Yep.
I guess I'm ready to fuck him up again. He still has those stupid spiked glove. Oh, this is an electric cage match. Holy shit. Uh-oh. This is gonna be fun.
Here's the thing, Tom. Flash, just because the show's animated in Flash, I don't believe it necessarily means it's going to be bad. Because I watched Wakfu, and early Wakfu, when it wanted to, its animation was amazing. And I'd say when it wanted to, because there were plenty of filler episodes where you could tell there was an animation quality dip. But, when the show got, to really intense fight scenes, it got really impressive.
Oh, that was close. I
Flipbook. Flipbook doesn't really do anything for animation. It just makes it easier for you to draw out your animation and take pictures of it.
Oh, what the hell, man? That should have electrocuted
They have
him.
Flash, they have Toon Boom. One of the things they were talking about with like High Guardian Spice was the fact that it's a traditional 2D drawn show.
Doesn't look that way.
Okay, you're saying that.
Speaking of traditional 2D, has anyone seen the Star Wars fan-made animation that looks like a 1980s anime?
Are you talking about that really old video that was like basically about the fucking TIE fighters?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's very good.
So I showed it to my friend because he was like a bigger 80s fan than I am. And I thought he would appreciate it because it literally looks like it literally looks like from the animators of Super Dimensional Fortress Macross. That's how fucking good it looked. And to him, he's like, yeah, it's great and all, but it doesn't look 80s. I'm like, what are you talking about? And he's like, no, it's not. It's still computerized. I'm like, oh wow, you're hung up on that?
It's not cell animation, you know.
Yeah, that's what he's complaining about.
Animated by a single fucking person.
By a single person with no soul. Well, apparently we can't have that because producers want
time off.
Because producers want to get shit out as quickly as possible, for one thing.
Like, can anyone stop this leveling machine?
What level is he now?
It's 34.
I think we're at the point though where flash animation can be pretty great when it's done by like
Ooh, look at that finish.
Isn't flash animation kind of like on its way out now?
Adobe Flash is, but flash animation, you know, there's I don't have any issues with it.
Flash animation, the thing about Flash is that Flash can be useful in its own specific ways. And that's totally fine. I don't think anyone should be hit with anything because they're using Flash animation. I mean, look at Zaerel. Zaerel has been using Flash for years, but he uses all the principles. His animations is some of the best I've ever seen on the YouTube sphere of things in terms of animation, especially as a guy that does most of this stuff by himself.
Who is the assassin that's out to kill me?
When it comes to, he's doing all that in Flash.
Dude,
even though he has an absolute.
This guy looks like Kagemaru from Virtua Fighter.
He's the judge of that.
But,
well, yeah, I'm fighting a ninja.
Really, no.
But when it comes to like, when it comes to like, you know, people using Flash, like if you use Flash bad, it's not because of Flash, it's you're just bad.
Yeah. Isn't that kind of the case with anything that's bad, naturally?
Just because you're using a slightly, like, a different type of nunchaku doesn't mean you're actually good with the nunchaku, because your form's still shit.
Dude, Uncle Ruckus is brutal with the nunchaku.
Yeah, exactly. You can give him Adobe nunchaku, or you give him fucking Flipbook nunchaku. It doesn't matter. You'll still be good with it.
I would have liked to see how that fight ended, though, in that episode.
That whole fight? Yeah, that would have been cool.
Yeah.
Honestly, though, with Huey, he probably would have lost.
Yeah, because Huey goes out like Worf in that show when you look at all the fight scenes in that fucking show.
I've only seen him lose one fight, which was against Bushido Brown.
There's one against Bushido Brown.
He loses.
Yeah,
he lost against fucking George Steve Christopherson. Excusez-moi. We're looking for Huey Riley Freeman.
He would have lost against the second coming of Snake Meat. Like, Huey does not win his fights, and honestly,
I think he only won against Riley.
Yeah, he does win against
Riley.
Because Black Militantism is stronger than fucking dumbass rap. But the problem
Riley's
is that
not a good fighter.
Yeah, except the problem is that Black Power just ain't strong. That's the reason why he loses. That's the reason why he's written to lose that way. It's not like in the 90s.
God damn it.
Plus, he used the weapon to fight Bushido Brown, like he used the glove, and it wasn't enough.
Yeah, it still wasn't enough. Like that, I think that's a really important thing.
What the hell? That drop kick should have hit him.
About Huey is by all means more aware of things in specific senses, he's able to at least tell you when you're about to fuck up, even though it comes from such a
This is going to be the worst day of your life.
But the fact of the matter is that Huey just can't win fights because the side that he represents just can't win fights. It's just how it is.
They describe him as what, a social terrorist?
Yeah, he's a domestic terrorist. He's retired.
Oh, okay, domestic. He's retired.
He's retired.
At the end of the first episode, at the end of the first season, I think, huh?
I'm retired.
Yeah, I'm retired.
I have nothing to do with this Huey Freeman, and fuck him. Fucking
and is that Obama?
Yeah, that was Obama.
And fuck him.
Okay. Wasn't Boondocks also animated by a Korean studio?
I said that earlier, yeah. However, like I said, they held them to very strict standards. They had to be consistent with the animation. Also, I mean, Magruder wanted it to be exactly like the anime style he was using back in his strips. He has a really cool style.
Yeah, he does. I like it.
Yeah. So it's like, it's amazing how something like, and on top of that, something I think more akin to Korean style animation, because I think that's stuff the Koreans have more of an interest in actually doing. But because especially once they receive, when it gets, you know, with every new season, the animation quality gets better and better. I mean, I'll also say, Batman animated series, which by the way is coming out on Blu-ray this month, is
finally.
Finally. Most of that is outsourced as well. Sunrise did a huge chunk of Batman animated series. It's got some of the best quality animation on the entire show. There's also this one studio in Spain that's really fun. But when it comes to like Sunrise, oh my god, they do really good work. The episode of what is it? You know the sitcom episode where, or not the sitcom episode. It's an episode
I just sodomized a dude.
I see that. Oh. And that's how I lost it.
10 out of 10.
I give that ass a 9 out of 11.
Yeah. Yes, give it harassment.
Going to jail, Kiryu. But the thing about it is, you're beating up a Chinese chef. Oh, Jesus fuck.
Yeah, he was in the earlier games.
You know, shame.
Finding
Knock his
diaper
ass
lad.
out.
Oh god. Don't. It was a side mission that I am not happy about.
Send him back to fucking Tumblr.
God damn it, dude.
I thought you were gonna say Africa, but yeah, that's fine.
Ralph Bakshi would come
Oh,
out
good.
of retirement.
You fucking.
Ralph Bakshi.
That's.
Not talking about it, huh?
That is.
The family picture.
Here's my thing with Ralph Bakshi. He is a very talented animator. He can make very good animations. And on top of that, he is, to me, the proper Western mindset for a lot of tired out older animators. Back in the day, when animation was purely just for the kids.
God, free for all, so much fun.
Ralph Bakshi's frustration and sentiment was absolutely understandable. And personally to me, he makes very solid points that we're not moving animation any further, especially 2D animation any further as a medium, if we just keep doing the same whole thing, because this is a huge art form. Because we're being beaten by Japan by it, and we're also being beaten by Europe with it as well. But then you're also talking to Ralph Bakshi. Ralph Bakshi
is batshit insane.
He makes really fucked up content that is not good, so it comes off as just.
But DeviantArt would love him.
No, they fucking hate him.
Really?
He's not even. No, he's a. You need to. Okay. There is a scene in one of his animations. It's something.
Fritz the Cat.
Fritz the Cat. Where Fritz the Cat, where he animates a scene where this one girl essentially gets raped by a bunch of equivalent to fucking neo-Nazis, okay? And Fritz the cat, she's walking off crying and shit, and Fritz the cat literally is like, oh, well, sucks to be you. And he's gone. And he just fails. Like, he just fails. It's nothing. And it's left with all that. And it's supposed to be a retrospective to the 60s. And that's understandable. But, oh, Jesus Christ. And on top of that, there's... And when it comes to that kind of content, it's actually really fucked up, even for my tastes. Like, this isn't me wanting to watch Ichi the Killer, because I know Ichi the Killer is going to be this way. You know, ultra-violent and such. I didn't think Ralph Bakshi was batshit insane for putting a fucking rape scene that results in nothing. Just absolute depression. And really fucked up. And as a story, it's still really just what the fuck. So when it comes to, like...
Jesus Christ, this old man is really good at kicking my ass.
Yeah, old man, oh man.
Yeah, but, I want to block with something other than your face.
Yeah, I feel bad about Cool World. That sucks.
Just a lot.
Because he had a really good idea with Cool World and so on and so forth.
And then fucking what was her name? Who ruined it?
Hollywood.
No, there was a particular actress.
I forget, but I'll tell you this. I think her first name was actually Hollywood.
Can't you roll a dart to the side like your opponent just did?
I can quick step, but that's about it.
Yeah, you might want to do that.
But it's the actress from Hollywood, like legit. She was like, oh, my kids aren't gonna like this and shit. And ruined everything. And it was supposed to be about a guy that's half man, half cartoon. That's a serial killer. And he's able to go in between the worlds, but he doesn't really belong in either of them because of that. And that's an interesting concept.
I was trying to get out of the way.
And a lot of Bakshi stuff is wanting yourself. But when it comes to like... But he gets screwed, so no wonder why he's in fucking retirement. He doesn't have the Hollywood that want to have mature content, which I want to fix and rectify. But so
alright, kicked him in the face.
You're asking. I would say this: if you want him to fucking get out of retirement, you're basically asking the devil to get back to work. And I don't think he'll be that effective.
Oh, it's Toru Yano.
Who in the right mind would want to show their kids a Bakshi film? Any parent that has no knowledge of animation, so most parents, because they don't know who Bakshi was. I didn't even realize who Bakshi was. I saw Fritz the Cat as a kid in the rental store, and I wanted to watch it. But there was other stuff I wanted to see as well, so I never asked my mom about it. She'd be fucking horrified to find out about it.
Ooh.
What is my son really
and on top of that, and on top of that, I mean, it's got an NC-17 rating there for a fucking read the box.
Yeah, it's I mean, I've tried to get my mother to watch Spirited Away with me and my dad and my brothers, and I'm like, it's a very good movie, but she'd rather watch The Color Purple and Oprah all day. So, I mean, I've tried.
Oprah's still relevant.
I thought you were retired.
No, I mean like during the time.
Oh.
I mean when she was still on the air.
Oh shit!
What are you guys' thoughts on the DuckTales review?
I've only seen a few episodes, but what I've seen, it's good.
And I can say, it is really good. Story-wise, yeah.
I haven't seen it.
It can get there. But if you're going to watch it in the proper order, not the order they released it on Disney, because they aired it wrong for some reason, which ended up having 3 Webby-themed episodes airing back-to-back.
And of course, people dropped it and assumed it was Star Wars political correct shit. Because of that, I'm not kidding.
My female main character is the show featuring Steve Plus. And I'm not to say every episode's good. There's a few that like I've been kind of interested in. Like the Steve Jobs episode is pretty good.
Oh fuck!
Wow, they had that.
Yeah, there's a character in the show who is Steve Jobs. He's supposed to be the representation of the new money.
No, you're getting it wrong. He's supposed to be Mark Zuckerberg, isn't he?
Well, yeah, he's pretty much Mark Zuckerberg too, but like his whole thing was that he basically owns Google. That's his thing.
Silicon Valley shithead, basically.
And yeah, but that's who he's supposed to be. which sets up, like, him being a really annoying character that serves no purpose usually.
I find it funny that Disney is making fun of Silicon Valley. That's pretty great.
Good, because someone needs to.
The world would be a better place without it.
The fucking irony is great.
Yeah.
Well, one of the Disney shows I'm looking forward to is called The Owl House. The character designs look really nice, and the style looks really nice too. I hope it's good. Essentially being what Star versus the Forces of Evil failed to do when it got too, like, hung up on relationships.
God damn, that seems to be the pattern with all these fucking shows.
On that point, I actually have to. Well, I mean, look, trouble people make good content. That's just the case. I mean, look at fucking.
Yeah, speaking of experience. Yeah, speaking from experience, and it's in a way like, you know, like the phrase like, you can't write this shit. I mean, you can, but you know, I doubt that that's the reason why people want. Like there was this movie that Scarlett Johansson was playing this transgender man.
Oh, yeah.
And people were mad.
Does that have anything to do with what
I'm getting to that. I'm getting to that. Give me a minute.
I don't believe.
No, hold on. No, give me a minute.
No,
the reason why people were mad about that is because Scarlett Johansson is not a transgender man. Like they're like, okay, well, because she's transgender, she shouldn't play the character. It's like, okay, so what would you have us that do then? You want actual murderers to play the killers in horror movies? Like, what do you want?
That has nothing to do with what we were talking about.
Yes, it does.
No, it does
not. The correlation is that you said that troubled people write good stuff, and I'm saying that the correlation with the Scarlett Johansson thing is that people try and make it seem as if having
I need to get it full heat.
Someone that falls in a category is going to make it better, but it really doesn't matter if it's not written well.
You essentially just went over and took the subject matter instead of focusing on it, just pointed out on the other side, yeah, those guys are pieces of shit, and we're not even talking about that.
It's not exactly relevant.
I will say this in terms of, like, the problem is they want to focus on representation more than people that can actually fill the character role, which is a big problem in Hollywood currently. Because ultimately these stories that people deem as, you know, cringy, you know, my SJW stories will never actually get any genuinely good movies made about them because the people who are the demographic will never be satisfied unless they cater to everything they ask for, which is the truth.
Which is
do you know what, in my opinion, is the best movie with a trans character?
Who?
The one
Tokyo Godfathers.
Oh yeah.
The one that doesn't even talk about it that much.
Yes.
Yeah. Isn't that amazing?
What movie is that again?
Tokyo Godfather.
Oh.
It's got fantastic animation, fantastic art style, great and simple story, and on top of that, it's hilarious. Yep. All the characters are really well done and have a huge amounts of effort and care put into them and their story. Also, the character in there that's trans, basically, but you know what? No one really fucking cares because that character's fucking great.
Yeah.
What the heck is the Carnage thing?
Take care, Otis. The most work out of saving the day.
Yeah. Makes either, even though it's highly emotional, but actual logical reasons as to why they would go to that decision. Tends to be a character that is supposed to be the optimistic way of looking at things. On top of that, it still deals with their own sense of problems, but it's the reason why they are the way that they are. Isn't a vindictive fucking asshole. It's great. It's amazing. It's so simple. But, you know, when it comes to Japan and that kind of content, you know, Japan just focuses on the characters. They're like, isn't it funny if we did this? And then they laugh and they do it, and it's still good.
Yeah.
Isn't it funny that we take the piss out of American? Isn't it funny that we take the piss out of American animation with Panty and Stockings? Yeah, it's still fucking amazing.
Yeah. And probably caused the biggest shitstorm on Christmas ever.
That was
Did it
great.
really?
How the guy, yeah, considering how it ends, is a cliffhanger that'll never be answered or addressed ever.
Yeah. And then what they were going to do,
watch the show.
if they were going to do a season 2 of Fanty and Stocking,
Which they
instead
won't.
it was going to be season 3 of Fanty and Stocking, and they were going to be like everything would be fixed and back to normal, and all the characters would constantly talk about that season, that non-existent season, as if it was the greatest thing ever.
Yeah.
And now we're not going to get that because Gynax is a
the
fucking former shadow of itself now.
Kind of like Kiss Reunion. The next Kiss Reunion. It's the last.
Once 4.0 comes out, what is left for Gynax to do? What will Gynax do after that? They're like, okay, we finished.
Wait, I don't even think they're handing Evangelion now. I think that's mostly Production IG, if I'm not mistaken.
Production IG still has to outsource. I believe that the Production IG is still outsourcing with Gynax, but I will definitely say, if they are, then they must be some of the most patient motherfuckers with those guys. Probably just because of personal business relationships and stuff, and respect. But those guys like mishandled money one time, and it was a massive fucking detriment to the entire project in regards to funding. Because of Gynax's stupid fucking producers. On that note, I do have to leave. I have to go because this shit's going to take a long time to actually get done.
What?
Oh, catch you later.
I believe the cooking skills of...
What the heck is the payback?
Use lettuce. The power of lettuce, dude.
I don't need fucking lettuce.
Yeah, I know. Fuck lettuce.
Spinach is...
Lettuce is fine. On a sandwich.
But it's still fucking lettuce.
It doesn't have to be in a sandwich to be good.
You know what? I'm getting you your hat. Receive your hat for the day. And I'm gonna put a little fucking red. It's fucking god.
Okay.
Anyway, I'm gonna bounce, guys. Later.
Alright, take care.
Later, chat. And later, others.
Shit. Asshole. Not him, this guy.
Yeah, you're kind of mashing the attack button.
I was watching Easy Peasy's video on Star vs. the Forces of Evil.
I didn't see that one.
And watching the show with my niece, I knew what point he was going to bring up the fact that like a lot of feminist agenda pushing is.
He's such a paranoid Jew.
Like Easy or
yeah,
in
Easy.
But like that, like there was one episode that got like pulled for a while because it was during a concert and they showed like openly gay characters making out like right next to the main characters and everything. So Disney was like,
all the humanity.
You can't have that. It's too much. And
it's not.
And what ended up, and they ended up bringing back, but he basically says that in that regard, it's like, you know who is the best country that didn't try to push any like agenda in their cartoons?
China.
Russia.
Huh.
Russia during the whole communism push, because you know what they believed in? Politics should stay out of children's cartoons.
Wow.
That's
almost as if they had
highly ethical of them at the time.
Yeah, and in fact, the people that had the most enjoyable job during that time was the animators for those children's cartoons, because it was their only like peace of mind from all the political agenda pushing that was everywhere they went. So much so that when they got their paychecks, they would invest it on more animation equipment so they can make even more cartoons.
Right. It's like an escapism for them to focus on their passion.
Exactly.
Oh fuck, get hurt.
Which brings to an interesting point. How did we even get to this point where it feels like a lot of, I don't even really say all the shows, not all the shows are good, but I personally just believe it's location to where all these big studios are, you know? Everything's about where they live. The majority of it's in the same place, with the same people.
From Star Wars.
And Windsor just left.
He said sand people when he gets disconnected. I love it. Yeah, I have to update my PS4 system, so give me a second, I'll be back to you.
Alright, alright. Oh! Ooh, fuck it. Ow. Motherfucker's head kicking me hard. You back, Windsor? Oh, there you go.
Yeah, okay. As I was saying before, my PlayStation went to sleep mode. The fact that a lot of these like bigger in like studios are all focused in the same place. All of the mentality of the people around said studios that influence most of what they make. So a large majority of like, you know, the country probably don't think with similar values. So they're always going to be overshadowed by the people who are close by a very specific set of values, if that makes sense. I don't think there's any real solution to that either. I think it mostly comes down to eventually people will realize that it's just not profitable and make stories based on their story rather than their feelings, I guess. It's so weird because there are plenty of shows that are emotionally driven that don't have to pull this type of, you know, stuff. I can list a few, even like Early Adventure Time was really good at that. But ironically enough, we both can say both the shows had a down moment, both that and regular show, and that was when it was hyper relationship focused.
Ow.
Well, that's just personally what I think.
That took too much effort.
I remember, was there any other topics? We talked about Riot and talked about Crunchyroll.
Right. No, I think that was it.
Well, those are the main two on the table. I don't think anything else has happened recently that would warrant that, unless someone knows something I don't. I don't really feel like bringing up the whole Billy Quinn Kickstarter.
Me neither.
Because ultimately, like, anyone who invested in that should have known better in the first place.
Oh no! Ow. Oh, there we go.
I'm guessing you also died?
No, he just needed an update.
Yeah, I had that software update on that.
Ow. Oh shit, he got me.
Now, I mean, it's good. I'm more interested in seeing if this is the first Crunchyroll show that's getting made, and there's supposed to be 7 more. What are those other 7?
I have no idea. And he's fucking out.
Some of them are supposedly anime-esque, so we'll see what that means.
Well, anyways, I think now's a good time to wrap up the stream anyways. It's past 2-hour mark, and we still got some stuff to do. So with that, this is Darkscream signing out. Take care, everybody.
Hope to see y'all tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow. Take care. Yeah, I'm going to be doing a fucking 10th anniversary stream. Hopefully Big Al and Just Keep That in Mind will be there. Alright. And that's it. Take care, everybody.